Hi everyone, how are y'all doing? Give me one moment while I try to get everything up here for y'all. How are y'all doing? Um, let's see. Okay, no way I can fix it. How y'all doing? I do not know why nothing so how my mom has her stuff set up here. Okay. Hi, how are y'all doing? um, welcome. Okay. Um, let me also pull up some a prompter right here on my tablet. Who's ready to go to Las Vegas? I know I'm ready. I'm ready to go. Who wants to go to Vegas? Who wants to go to Las Vegas? Okay, let me just go to my Facebook real quick. How are y'all doing? What's going on today? I meant to pull this up here on my tablet. And I know that this says this is supposed to start at 9, but technically I was supposed to start at 7. Um, I'll pull it up. News story. Who's ready for Vegas? Who wants to go to Vegas? All right, so I'm about to actually explain to you, tell you how you can go to Vegas on a whim. Yes, I said on a whim. Um, hold on. Um, so there are ways. Hi, how are y'all doing? Um, Let me pull up my Instagram because that's what I need. Why do you keep logging me out? Um, okay. You can go to Vegas on a whim. You can. How many of y'all here have never had a credit card? Like you never had a credit card, like at all. Like you don't even have like you have a credit score, but you don't have a credit card. Okay. For the ones who are on here who says, "Hey, I don't have a credit card. What do I need a credit card for, Couture?" You need a credit card because having a credit card is going to get you to Vegas. Having a credit card is going to get you to Vegas. you should at least, depending on which state, Enrique, I don't know who summoned you shit. I sure did. But thank you for showing up. I'm about to tell you this right now. You need at least 2 credit cards. And you need at least a job. If you are the one who says, hey, I live at home with my parents, I really don't have to pay bills, but what I do have, which are my expenses, I'm going to tell you this right now. Take your first check that you might get or your second check in the middle of the week, put that on one of your credit cards. I'm going to give y'all an easy credit card that anybody can get. And they give you up to like $200. Sparrow. Spelled SPARROW. That is the easiest credit card that anybody can get. It is the most easiest. Sparrow's going to give you up to $200. And this right here is not, Avery, this is not sponsored. I'm just giving y'all the tea. Okay? Every time you pay off your credit card, it gives you an increase. Another easy credit card for ones who have never had a credit card ever to get is Capital One. Capital One, they do not have a maintenance fee, an annual maintenance fee. Sparrow does have a annual maintenance fee, and it is $50, I believe. Okay. How Capital One goes by is for credit cards. Technically, you can put $100 in there, you automatically get your $200. But if you add more money, you increase the ability for them to give you a loan. Mind you, a credit card is also something that you pay back. You need at least 2 credit cards. 2. Not 3, not 4, not 5. 2. Your first credit card, that's going to buy your flight and then book your hotel. I'm going to tell you how I'm booking my hotel. I'm booking my hotel not this week, but the next following week. I'm booking my hotel. No, I'm booking my flight the next following week. My bad. I'm not going to book my hotel until last minute because we're still in the summertime. And it's like during the end of summer, that's when a lot of hotels start going on sale and the prices drop. I'm going to give you a date in a minute. Another thing, I want y'all to remember when y'all come to Vegas, like when y'all come and enjoy yourself in Vegas, like this is my first time going to Vegas, like ever. It's my first time. I've a lot first. It's my first time flying. It's my first time like going to Vegas. Like I haven't been out of state since I was a kid. I just want everybody like to remember like have fun. Also, like this is just not like a business event. This isn't just, a social event, but this is the only time that you actually get to mix business with pleasure. No sexual harassment. I'm just putting that out there. um, this is the only time that you actually do get to have fun. All right. I forgot to mention what was the second credit card for. The second credit card, that is to buy food or just going out. It's your fun card. That's what the second credit card's for. Total, like your funds, the hotels and stuff should run you about $1,000 some odd dollars. Maybe like after like you done paid for the hotel itself may cost you like $1,000 itself, but it's $1,000 worth it. Some hotels are like cheaper than others, but I'm waiting last minute until like July 31st because that's when People start canceling reservations. Kids start going back to school. All that other good stuff. So yeah. Now that I have all of that, some of y'all might ask me, what am I supposed to budget? Only you know your paycheck. Only you know your paycheck. I can't budget for you, sweetheart. Only you know your paycheck. You know your paycheck. You know your expenses. Okay. For my T-Mobile users, you can set up a payment arrangement. Like, you can set up a payment arrangement. Like, if you're set up for autopay, you can do a payment arrangement. For my storage people out there, pay your storage. They're not mucking with you. I know on my next check I'm going to pay my storage and then book my flight. How much do flights cost you? Depending on your state. We all know that how airfares go. We all know this. Um Now let's talk about how do you get invited to this event? Because a lot of people who are in the industry for life insurance, who is in the industry for financial advisories. I realized when I talked to my girl Larja, she's like, hey, we didn't get invited. Okay. So I'm about to tell you how you're about to get invited. Okay. What y'all want to do is I'm about to put up my contact information for the ones who are serious about going. What you're going to do is you're going to contact me. Let me see. Can I move that? No, I can't. You're going to contact me. You're going to contact me by email. What I'm going to need is I do not need your username. Do not send me an email saying this is my username. This is what I go by, because yeah, we don't do that. I need your name. I need to know what state you're coming from and your cell phone number, so I can be in contact with you while we're in Vegas and we can also meet up. Because from there, I'm going to forward your contact information, okay, to my mentor, because I'm in his group. Therefore, he's going to put you on the list. You're coming as my guest, okay? You might be like, Q, how long have you been in this? I haven't. I'm in the midst of still grieving, and I'm so surprised I'm up here with y'all. But that's just a blessing, okay? Once you're added onto the list, I need y'all to remember something. This is a networking event. We are all networking. So if you're into social media, you're just not into life insurance, you have something else to bring to the table, this is the event for you. This is the event for me. Because when I do start back to studying and take my life insurance, take the test, will retake the test for my life insurance quiz, I'm gonna pass. But you don't have to be a licensed agent to come to this event. You can be a content creator. You can be a content creator and come learn how to make some money. Okay, this is a networking event. I need y'all to make sure that you got your tablets, pen, paper, because you're going to be taking notes. And get ready for an hour lunch break. Okay? What I want everybody to get out of this is ask questions, get informed. This is the type of thing to where you never stop growing. You never stop learning. You never stop growing. You never stop improving. This is where you want to be. This is where I'm seated at right now and able to tell y'all, because the more people that are invited, the more people that email me and that say, hey, I want to come, I want to show up, this is my name, this is my phone number. Trust me, do not think that I'm not going to be like, okay, I got you on my cell phone, here's my number. Okay? Our motto is that we're all about helping people. People help people. Okay? I'm excited about this. I really am. Because what happens is when I'm up here with y'all on YouTube, a lot of y'all I want to interact with the person. So this is your time to actually get to interact. Like, let's meet up in Vegas. Okay, I'm not gonna sing Do You Wanna Go to Vegas song, but we're not doing that. I think I did that last last time. Um about Do You Wanna Go to Vegas? Are you going to Vegas? I'm going to Vegas. Will you meet me in Vegas? Will you be there by my side? And if you're in Vegas, let's hang out. Let's hang out. Here, girl. Give me one moment, y'all. I need to grab my water. Your girl is ready to move forward. My YouTube channel is changing completely. If you are here just for reality TV, I'm not covering that anymore. I hate to break that to you right now. I just don't have the drive for it. So when you're hearing me talk about Vegas, money, we're building businesses over here. We're helping each other. This is a channel that's never going to stop growing, never stop learning, never stop inviting people who want to make or who want to have a better living for themselves and their families. It's going to take time, but I made a promise to both my grandparents and I'm keeping. So y'all might say, Couture, when? When can I pack my bags? August the 3rd through August 6th. But guess what? Some of my colleagues may be leaving out August 6th. I'm not. I'm leaving out super early in the morning, August 8th. Where is this event going to be held? At MGM Grand. Some of y'all might be like, hold on, girl. I don't have a car. How am I supposed to get there? Uber. Uber, sweetheart. Uber. That's what I have to do is Uber. Okay. Um, for the ones who do live in Vegas, if y'all are like, hey, no, don't Uber, I'll come give you a ride. You know, I hope you have your cash app ready because I'm about to send you over like $20. Okay. There is a time difference in every state. Las Vegas, y'all on that GMT time or that CMT time. You're on that mountain time. That grand mountain time. That's the time zone, y'all. I'm on the Central Standard Time. So right now it's like 5 or 6 or 7 o'clock in Vegas. Get ready. All I'm going to say is get ready. Book your flights. Book your hotel last minute. I'd rather y'all book it last minute than say, okay, well, I've already booked it. I'm not sure if I can go. And the hotel that I got gives you like no refunds. I'd rather you book it on the 31st than book it the same day. Because here's the thing. You're putting, let me tell you something about the credit card Spiral. Spiral, you cannot add money onto that credit card until you spent the 200. Like you can't pay it back until you spent it. With Capital One, you can add as much money as you want on it, and it gives you your $200. Keep that part in mind, because like I said, I'm putting y'all on some easy credit cards for the ones who have never had a credit card. They will instantly give you $200. Save as you go. If you know that you need to smoke your nicotine and you need your vape, around the time that you book your flight is the same time that you either need to go buy the liquid that goes into your vape or go buy you a brand new vape pen. That's the time that you need to go get it. Okay? If you know that you need your cigarettes, that's the time that you need to go get it. Once again, I can't count your pockets because I don't know what you have in your pockets. I can only count mine. I know what my pockets can afford. Okay, we won't take just a random number. We want to take an even number. Okay, we want to take like 820. Okay, what was that? That's some stuff like that. Okay, for a hotel in Vegas, it's gonna run you like about $1,025.23. That's just an estimated guess. Okay, if you're in Texas, your flight is gonna run you, depending on who you decide to use, total $427.80. Okay, I'm just taking a random number. Okay, so let's just say my paycheck is $820. Okay, we're gonna minus $427.80. Okay, that leaves me with a grand total of $397.02. Okay, we're gonna no, we're not gonna estimate. I'm just gonna tell you. For the ones who use your vapes and the vape pens and the stuff that goes into it for nicotine, that's gonna run you about, if you depend on how many of the little refillers you plan on getting, gonna run you about $70. Okay, so okay, there's supposed to be a 2 out of 7. Okay, so I'm gonna take $392 on 2 cents, and we're gonna minus 70 from there. That's gonna leave me with $322.02. That's what's gonna be. Okay, hold up. Remember a credit card, right? Remember what I said about Capital One? Capital One, y'all just handing it out like that. Okay, so basically, y'all can take that $322. Okay, we're not even gonna add the 2 cent to it. Plus 200, right? That's gonna give me $522. Okay, and for the ones who say be accurate, because you know that you had 2 cent. Okay, so 2 cent. Okay, so in your next check, what you're gonna do? I actually, what you're gonna do on your next check? Remember, I said you need one credit card for what? One credit card is to pay for your flight. On top of that, also your hotel. Okay, so that goes right back into. Hold on, hold on. In this, did I minus? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Okay. I just didn't want to hear y'all. The math isn't gonna be right on what I'm gonna be paying compared to everything else. Um, because if I'm doing the math for myself, and I'm just being honest, if I'm gonna be doing the math for myself, this is how my math would actually look like. Okay. Um, how we doing this? Okay, I'm getting paid for 72 hours. 72 hours times 12 gives me a grand total of $864. Okay, I need to minus 179 minus that. Okay, minus 800 minus 179. Okay, that gives me the grand total of $685. Okay, minus the hotel is going to be 400. I mean, the flight's going to be $427.80. Okay, so subtract all this. For anybody says, Couture, what about your clothes? Your clothes, your clothes. Uh, I already sent off for that. See, I'm not worried about buying any more clothes from Shin. Um, okay, that just gonna leave me with the grand total of $257 on 2 cent. Okay, plus an additional, still gotta keep this in mind, $200. Okay. 0.2 cent plus 200. Okay, that right there gives me my total of $457.2. Because the difference is I didn't save the hundred and some odd dollars. Okay, what's gonna happen? You might say, well, how'd you get that number? Hold on, how'd you get that number? How I got that number was I took what was left over from the flight. You see, you see, and I moved that over to the credit card. Okay, so now my new thing is credit card. Okay, always make sure that you move stuff over to a credit card, not this, not this chime mess. An actual credit card, something that's going to help build up your credit. Okay, so now the mathematics restarts because cell phone. What am I going to do with that? Cell phone, cell phone. Uh, payment, payment plan. Once again, if you're a T-Mobile user, you can set up a payment plan. Now, my cell phone bill is going to be cheaper because it's just me on it. It's me, my phone, and my watch. That is it. When T-Mobile starts saying we have free cell phone, free watch, the only thing that you're paying for is the service. That's the stuff that I hopped up on because the word was what? Free service lines. Not gonna be that much. Okay. Then we have to look at it's gonna be another paycheck. For some of y'all, if you're about to say, well, I spent my first paycheck, what do I do? What do I do? You have time because your other paycheck's coming around. July just got started, so you have time. Okay, so what's going to happen? What's going to happen is I'm going to take that $864. Okay, that's going to the credit card. Because realize that you just paid for your flight, like, so 2 cents. My brain is not completely functioning right now. Okay, so you'll have a grand total of $1,321.02. And that's just off of someone making $12 an hour for 32 hours a week. Total 72 hours. So if I, somebody who makes $12 an hour, and I work 32 hours a week, totals to be 72 hours, can get to Vegas. Someone making $10 an hour can make it as well. Someone making $11 an hour can make it as well. Okay. And if you also do have another side hustle, to where you might only be getting paid like with that side hustle one time, like 500. Like I don't care if it's like we just gonna make money. We just gonna say like 520 bucks, okay? But you have a credit card that you owe 300 on. Tell you how this year is gonna go. Okay, so that's 520 minus 300, right? My bad. Okay, they're just gonna leave you in your account $220. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you something. Listen, man. What you gonna do? What you gonna add that 220 to 1,000? Because what's gonna happen is when you pay off, especially with Spiral, I noticed this. When you pay it off, it goes up $100. So we're just gonna put Spiral, okay? Uh, this here is just estimating. Remember, there's some of this on here that I wrote that's true, and the others I'm estimating. Especially the bottom. Okay, so what you're gonna do is Spiral goes up by 100, right? So the original loan that I got from Spiral, once I paid off, it was like 300 and some odd dollars. So Spiral's gonna give you 400. Okay. Remember what I told you about adding money to that credit card, right? With Spiral, remember you can never add money to it. Their thing is once you pay it off, it goes up $100. Okay. But if you're using like Capital One, they're fine. They'll go right ahead, give you, let you add as much money as you want to it. Okay, so that's all right. We're gonna add that there. So then you went from having 1,021.2 cents plus now you got $220 left over, right? Mind you, we still have to, you know, deduct. I'm gonna say deduct 100 because cell phone bill still has to get paid, right? So we went from having that to 120. Okay, so we're gonna just say 120 plus 120. You're at 1,441.2 cents. I just did the math for you. Okay. Remember these bottom numbers at the bottom here when I said like 520 was estimated. I just put Spiral there as an example. Um these other numbers, like for Texas, if you're flying out from Texas, look for these flights that are running like $25, $35. Okay. You just gotta wait. And then, your total is gonna be like $457. Okay. What I did was I basically added up like real life experience, how much would a person make, how much would I make, at $12 an hour. Um, you gotta look at that. Because at one point in time, some of y'all don't know, so I was a security guard and I was working 80 hours, making $14 an hour. And you take $80 an hour times 14. You gotta take out tax, right? Um, But if I was doing my normal 40 hours times 14, like 500 and, you know, $60. So you gotta look at your take home. A lot of you might say, well, Couture, what about if I'm getting paid with W-2? You know, they automatically take out taxes. Okay. Yeah. So you're making $12 an hour underneath a W-2. Your take home is going to be like 700 and some odd dollars. Because here in the state of Texas, we do federal taxes. I believe. Yeah, we take out federal taxes. So you gotta see what you have to see what your state takes out. I know Abby's supposed to be fixing that though, to where we're not paying a bunch of taxes. Um, but if you're working underneath a W-4 form, uh, you really ain't got nothing to worry about in the state of Texas because as long as the employer is reporting that you're working, that's the only thing. And you're responsible for your own taxes. So yeah. But I kind of just wanted to help you out with that part for the ones who are like, I want to get to Vegas, but I'm only making this amount of money. I did the math for you. Now, some of you might ask, like, hey, you didn't get finished with the discussion about vaping. Because I know some of y'all were going to ask. I wondered. Okay, you can bring your vape pen. TSA is allowing you to bring your vapes, the liquids. It's not going to be an issue. Do not, I repeat, do not bring the tall refillers that are like this. Some of y'all like to go over to smoke shops, and I know it because I've seen it before, that for your vape pens, the refillers, they got it about that tall. You don't need that. They're not going to even allow you to even bring that on the plane. I've already checked. I've already asked. It ain't happening. Okay? It's just not going to happen. Okay? Just do me a favor, all right? Get the small ones, and you're gonna be fine. Okay. And I can only speak for the state of Texas. I can only speak for the state of Texas. I can't speak for no other state. I don't know what California is over there doing. I don't know what they're doing. Okay. I don't know what any of them are over there doing. I know that here in the state of Texas, we say if you have the little small ones, you good to go. You can fly. Even if you have the skinny tall ones, we good to go. We are good to go. We can fly. But you have to make sure that it's in a secure, you know, little pouch. My ladies, I need to show y'all something. I need to show my ladies something. Okay, I need to show my girly girl something. I'm not taking a complete suitcase. Okay, I'm not. I refuse. Okay, I'm about to actually turn this around. I refuse to take a rolly roll. You can get this pair on Amazon. Okay, I just got mine then. Okay. um, we are about to stumbled on a new thing that's called we gonna stay organized. This is my first time flying. I do not need to have a panic attack, nor do I need to say I need to actually go smoke. So with that being said, we keeping it classy. Okay. We are keeping this classy. This right here all in zips. Um it comes with straps. Straps are right here. Okay, I do have my makeup bag and stuff. All of this right here unzips. Okay, this unzips because your clothes literally goes right here. Hold up. Literally unzip this, everything's nice and folded, we good to go. Okay. Hold on. Let me see, where did I put my, here it is. Whew. Let me grab some other stuff real quick too, because um here it is. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Like this stuff to get out right here. Okay. Empty little containers. $5 at Walmart. Y'all know what TSA is getting on us about now? Okay. Hey. Okay. Got this also off of Amazon to match. Well, I was trying to match my oh yeah. I was trying to match my carry-on. Okay. Yes, you can store your vape in this. Yes, it's cool with it. A lot of you might say, Q, you talking to the ones who really do be vaping. Yeah. I'm talking to them for a good reason. All right. This right here also does come down. Okay. I'm actually going to put these in here because I'm not planning on losing my stuff. So I'm actually sticking these in kind of like the wider ones. I think I can fit two in here. Yeah. Or no, I have another space right here that I can fit it in. Okay. And I can always just, you know, stick my deodorant in here and we're good to go. Makeup stuff can go in here and we're good to go. This is what I'm carrying with me. This is not everything I'm carrying with me because some of the stuff that I already mentioned that I'm actually gonna have to send off for it. I just needed to talk with y'all. I needed my mind to, y'all know what I mean. I think the word is de-escalate. I just needed to talk, y'all. So helping some of y'all do the math, if it means me doing that, then that's what I want to do. Message me if you want to go to Vegas. Message me. Email me. That's all you have to do is email your girl. Email me and say, hey, I want to go to Vegas. Do I need to know your company name? If you want me to invite all of your co-workers and everything, yes, I would. Just say, hey, if you just say, hey, this is, you don't have to give me a company name, just give me names. Just say, hey, we want to come hang out with you, come hang out with who you're with, see what you're all about. Cool. I'm good with that, y'all. Um, just say it. Like I said, all my contact information is there. Um, for you to reach out. All right. I'm over here just putting on these straps, y'all. Might need me some WD-40. I can tell that these straps are new because it's only opening up like this. That's exactly how I like myself to be. When I paid Amazon, when I paid for y'all to send me something new, and then I just say, make sure y'all get on y'all hair products. And remember, TSA is checking, so I just want to get down to that. Um, don't pack too heavy. Ooh. I don't want to. I do not want to go over an hour. Hold on. Let me see what's all happening over here. Okay. I will be taking some time off of YouTube because come this Friday, July the 10th, is my grandparents' funeral, which I don't like calling it a funeral. I like calling it the gift of life. Um, so you're probably wondering, hey, what's in the box? Consider what's in the box. Like this is our first time like actually calling you by your first name. I want to thank Amazon. I want to thank Krisky.com because when I was looking for um thank you cards, it pulled them up on Amazon. And I have a bunch of stickers. I think this is over 50 of them. Yeah. And it comes like this. Hold up, yeah. Um, so I do have some writing and a little bit that I do have to do. Um, I want to have like a not too deep of a conversation, but deep enough for the ones who know exactly what I'm going through. Um, Just gonna toss on the bed for a minute. Nobody expects to lose a loved one. Nobody expects to lose their grandparents. Same month, same year. The reason why I haven't been seeing me is one, I haven't been eating for like 2 weeks straight. And like this week, we finally got me back to eating. My grandparents were basically my parents. I had my parents, you know, I had my mom, my dad. But I always wanted to be with my grandparents. When my mother gave birth to me, she called up there to my grandparents because my grandparents went on vacation. And she said, Mom, when you get back, I have a gift for you. Okay. And I was I was my grandmother's gift. Um, I came out red toneless completely, and I looked just like my great grandmother, her mother. When my grandmother picked me up, you see, I was trying to act like that, I can intimidate grandma. And I started screaming and hollering and crying. And the nurses and doctors came in because they never heard me act like that before. Um, my grandmother said, "Isn't crying good for the lungs?" And they both said, "Yeah." Well, she's clearing her lungs. And my grandma said, "You got all these people coming in here for little you? Yeah, you coming home with me, baby." And grandma, baby. So me and my grandma been tight like that. And my grandpa's been tight like this too. Yeah, I want y'all to go check out my Instagram, my not my Instagram and my Facebook account. Like I'm sharing some stories over there. Um, but yeah, I went and I want to mess these up, but I also do want to look. Um, because I have a lot of. I'm behind on doing this. Okay. Um, everybody else in my family has done their cards. I just haven't. I sent off for mine last minute. Um, this is what the front looks like, and then this is what the back looks like. So it says, "Thank you for your kind expressions of sympathy. We deeply appreciate and gratefully acknowledge your kind expressions of sympathy. It will always be remembered." I'm not ready to even write on this show. Um, what I might do is I'm gonna take the easy way out, and I'm not gonna write too much. I'm not gonna write too little. I'm gonna write enough. Um, but anybody who's on this channel who has commented their sympathy, I'm gonna reach out to you because I'm gonna send you a thank you card. Um, so don't worry about that. You're gonna get one. Um, but yeah, that's the lesson for today. Y'all saw me do the math, okay? And that's all for someone who's making $12 an hour, working a week, 1 week, 32 hours, 2 weeks, the total of 72 hours. Okay. Um, I did the math for you. Um, I did my math for me too. I don't know how many people I'm gonna send out a thank you letter to. I don't. I don't know. I might just do one just for the whole entire PhD family, because I do appreciate them. Because, like, they've been working with me a lot. Sorry, I don't speak, I don't know what language that is. But yeah, I'm about to hop up off here. Um, your girl is tired. I was gonna do a different live, but we done went over an hour. Well, I say we when I my mouth done ran over an hour. Um, so I'm about to let y'all go. But yeah, if you want to go to Vegas, just let's go. I mean, that's all I can really tell you. Is like, let's go. Let's go to Vegas. I mean, we're not building a snowman, but we're going to Vegas. I think I mentioned it. Yeah, I did. I already told y'all got we're gonna have like an hour lunch break. Um, depending on where you're at, um, and I say this fruitfully, depending like where you're at, will also determine. Um, just email me. Say, hey, I'm in Vegas. Where you at? What are you wearing? And I can tell you exactly where to find me in my group. Um, I'm gonna be doing more promotions on this. For the rest of June. No, for the rest of July. I'm saying June. You can. I already know what headspace I'm in right now. We should. It's obvious. Um, I'm just going to let y'all know. All of this is about networking, communications. If you're trying to build your business, then you want to be there. If you just want to be in the know, you, I want you there. If you're just a regular person and you just don't have nothing to do over the weekend, email me. We can go. We can do this. I think what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna hop off here. I'm gonna fold all of these and then just stick them in envelopes. And when I'm ready to start writing, I will start writing. But y'all have a great night. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. And I, oh yeah, like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. We're doing business and business only in all business, like all business aspect. Even if you're just showing up because you just want to show up, I appreciate you. Thank you. Bye.